Warm greetings from the High 10. It is Everyday Shenanigans on this Sunday, April 5th, 2020. Thanks for joining me this evening and following me with the back-to-back videos this evening. I'd like to bring you a story out of Michigan, and this is a story brought to you by the Detroit Free Press if you need verification. Michigan Amazon workers walk off the job as third coronavirus case confirmed at facility. And this was uploaded 4 days ago. Amazon workers at the distribution center in Romulus, Michigan, walked off their jobs Wednesday at noon in response to the company's failure to protect the health of its employees amid the coronavirus outbreak. Approximately 20 employees adhered to social distancing guidelines while lining the sidewalk outside the fulfillment center during the walkout, with some holding posters. One poster listed Amazon CEO Jeff Bezos' net worth and the company's 2019 net profit reading. They can afford to shut down DTW1 for cleaning. We are more at risk inside DTW1. Is safety really important here? Recently, 2 positive cases of coronavirus have been found at the DTW1 fulfillment center, and a third was confirmed early Wednesday morning. Mario Crippen, a leader of the walkout and a worker at the DTW1 fulfillment center, took to the microphone and said the company should not continue to sell non-essential items. However, many essential items are out of stock. Until you restock, and until you close this building, shut it down, Crippen said. We are scared to go to work and disgusted at Amazon's disregard for our safety and our health and the health of our neighbors, said Tanya Ramsey, a leader of the walkout and a worker at DTW1 in the statement. We aren't heroes and we aren't Red Cross workers. We are working people who pack and deliver goods. We're working through a crisis not by choice but by necessity. Workers said they are pushing Amazon to protect workers' safety and health, which in turn affects the health and safety of customers and the community. A petition released in March asked for the company to ensure paid leave and to strategize a plan of action in response to any interruptions in operations in relation to COVID-19. The petition has more than 4,000 signatures. Amazon says that it values safety and health, but it's putting us, our families, and our communities in danger, Crippen said. This isn't the first walkout by Amazon employees. Walkouts at Amazon facilities have taken place in Chicago, Staten Island, New York, the latter which led to the firing of walkout leader Chris Smalls. You can watch a live stream of the DTW1 Fulfillment Center walkout here in this article. And this is brought to you by the Detroit Free Press. And I will bring you another article in conjunction to this one. And this is in pertaining to the packages at Amazon. Also, this article is by Detroit Free Press. Michigan Amazon employee tests positive for COVID-19. Are your packages safe? And this was updated 2:58. This was March 25th. It's a bit older. Okay. An employee working at the Amazon Brownstone Sort Center facility has tested positive for coronavirus. The employee was most recently at the facility March 16 for a short period of time and is now in quarantine receiving medical attention. No further information on the individual has been released. We are supporting the individual who is recovering, reads a statement from Amazon. We are following guidelines from local officials and are taking extreme measures to ensure the safety of employees at our site. A spokesperson for the company and 5 employees from the Sort Center who were in close contact with the infected employee have been asked to stay at home for the 14-day quarantine period. Those employees, along with any other employee asked to quarantine or who gets sick with COVID-19, will receive 2 weeks of pay. Amazon has implemented additional precautions to prevent the spread of coronavirus for all employees, including delivery and transportation members. The facilities will undergo increased screenings and sanitizations of frequently touched surfaces. The company has also adjusted practices to comply with social distancing precautions, including eliminating stand-up meetings and staggering employee start and break times, among others. If you're worried about contacting the novel coronavirus when you pick up your Amazon delivery, the risk is low, according to the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention. In general, because of poor survivability of these coronaviruses on surfaces, there is likely very low risk of spread from products or packaging that are shipped over a period of days or weeks at ambient temperatures, according to the CDC COVID-19 page. Coronaviruses are generally thought to be spread most often by respiratory droplets. Those who are worried about bringing the package into their home could leave it outside for 24 hours. Now put that on paper. Oh my God, so somebody can steal it. According to the National Institute of Health, COVID-19 can be infectious for up to 24 hours on cardboard. The biggest piece of advice in preventing the spread of the virus: wash your hands and avoid touching your face. And that is the said information by Detroit Free Press. So this was an older article. I guess the first person that got the virus, and then the one before that I brought you was days ago, workers walking off from that said location. In Michigan, Romulus, Michigan. And they are out protesting. See, I understand a protest, but right now you don't need to be outside, period, if you are not shopping for groceries. That's just a spoken word. And those who are crazy enough to ride upon these said places where people are rallying and protesting, so you can give your 411 on why they shouldn't be out there or what they should be doing, you're crazy too, because you're just exacerbating a situation that one don't have anything to do with you, and you shouldn't be outside going off cussing and fussing at these people for what they're doing. You see how things have a ripple effect, and in the end it's all nonsense. I'm all for freedom of speech, but this is a virus that is outside, so you out there talking endlessly, camera people trying to get the 411 and get the story out, you're all in danger being outside when you should be inside, somewhere safe from the virus. And as I state, those who want to join in on the bandwagon and go tell people why they shouldn't be outside rallying or giving their 211, you shouldn't be out there either. And I saw a video, or heard a video the other day, of a lady walking into a store. I was listening to it, rather. And she was telling this lady, why is your business open? You're not a non-essential business. You see, this is where I have the problem. Why would you foolishly go walk up to someone's business to say anything to them? If they want to be open outside of the guidelines of their city and state, that's their business. Let them. But you're making the situation worse by going up to a person in their business, crying and moaning about they shouldn't be open. Well, you're making the situation worse because you're now out there either passing the virus and or taking the risk of getting the virus yourself. So how does that make sense? You're willing to get contaminated. Think about this for a minute now. You are willing to get contaminated by passing and or receiving the virus to tell another person about why their business shouldn't be open when you yourself should be inside. So two wrongs don't make a right. People, wake up. Stay in your house, mind your business. Stop running up to people telling them they shouldn't be open. Yeah. You all are crying about why Walmart is open, crying about why the liquor store is open. Give it a rest. To each its own. Everyone has their opinion about the virus. Who shouldn't be out. But I do believe you do have to go out and get groceries. As I've stated before, which is common sense. Everybody's pocketbook ain't the same. Everybody doesn't have space in their house to stockpile 3 to 4 months worth of groceries, food, toilet paper, paper towels, toiletries. Everybody does not live the same, nor does everybody have money. So everybody can't run and stockpile their home and apartments with stuff. Because one, they don't have the space, nor do they have the money. Some of you are fortunate. Congratulations. God bless you. But know your place. Know your place. Okay? Everybody is not in the same predicament. And going out here fussing and cussing at people It's a waste of time. Most places are probably closed now. You only have a few states in the union that are actually still up and running. A few states at that. So if you all want to go out in the wild, wild west, which I think some of those states are still, like Idaho, still don't have a stay in your home order, knock yourself out. If you want to ride miles and miles to go cry and moan and cuss somebody out about why their store is open, their boutique or whatever. It's a waste of gas and a waste of energy and a waste of life if you so happen to get the virus. Some people have to learn. You can't tell certain people things. Haven't you all learned that? We've all been children. Your parents told you not to do something. You did it anyway. And then something horrible happened because you did not listen. Well, there will be some people who will have to learn. Even myself. The chance you take just to go to the store to get something to eat, to get toilet paper. I could be passing the germ if I have it, or I could contract the virus. I don't know if I have it because I haven't been tested. Like so many other Americans and foreigners alike, we don't know if we even have it. And that's the scary part about this virus, is not knowing. And also, can you get the virus again after contracting the virus, getting well? What are your odds of getting it again? How long this virus is going to be around? I have no idea. People, medical officials, the president, giving their 411 on how long they think it's going to last. How can you say how long it's going to last? Are you trying to compare it to the last viruses? H1N1, Ebola, SARS, MERS? That would be a good thing to do. To compare it to see the totality of deaths and on how long the virus was around. But we weren't living like this even then, when those viruses were around. Don't you find it interesting? And they were deadly as well. But we weren't walking around with gloves on, nor were we walking around with masks, nor did we have stay-at-home orders by our governors. So that's a very interesting thing there. But nonetheless, I do take it seriously. I do believe the virus is here. I don't think no numbers are made up of people dying. I don't think any governor, mayor is making up how many ventilators they need. Yes, I'm going there. I'm going to say all that in this video and cut it short. I believe if someone says they need so many ventilators, masks, I believe them. Who am I to argue with what the governor of New York or anyone has to say about their state, their town, their jurisdiction? I'm not there. And I don't believe in accusing people of stealing medical supplies. You don't have proof, Mr. President. Keep your mouth closed, because it's disrespectful and it's honoring and it's childish and it's petty and it's ignorant behavior and rhetoric at a time when we are suffering so in this country. And you are supposed to be the leader of the free world, and you are spewing venom and accusations that are unfounded, without proof, and just vile. So stop it already. You see, this is why I don't talk politics on my channel, because one, I'm not for arguing with a buffoon about another buffoon. Big Ange don't get out like that. To each its own. Who you rally behind, who you like, your political affiliation, your religious background, I don't even care. Those things don't bother me. Those things I don't worry about. Those are things I don't lose sleep about. That's why you rarely hear me talk about religion, politics on this channel, because all it does is incite crazy people, radical thinking people, people who are fixated on being miserable and complaining and moaning about everything and victim blaming. Anytime something goes wrong, you're blaming this political group. The sun didn't come out. They did it. It's their fault. They're shooting people. They're killing people. It's this group's fault. You have no control over people. And that's what some people need to realize. Just like this virus, you don't have control over it at all. At all. She's doing her own thing, and she will stop when she's done. And when she decides to leave the last host and die down, then she will. But until then, there's no rhyme, nor reason, with the coronavirus, COVID-19, and she will ride the ride until she is bleak. So best we stay prayerful and hopeful for ourselves and others, and be respectful and mindful of others, and bag the nasty attitudes, dispositions, the rhetoric, the snide remarks, the accusations, this group versus this group, because in the end, Corona has killed a Republican, and she has killed a Democrat. She has killed an independent. She has killed somebody who ain't affiliated at all. Do you understand what I'm saying? That heifer don't care nothing about who you are and who you like or who you ride or die with. So some of you need to grow up and realize this is serious business. People are dying. Can the nonsense. Thanks a lot for listening. You all have a blessed week. Like, share, subscribe, drop your comments below. And this is Everyday Shenanigans. Stay safe out there, America, and abroad. God loves you. Bye-bye.